Age of Imprisonment just released last night, and I've been incredibly excited for this game because its predecessor, Age of Calamity, is my favorite game of all time. I've already sunk around 4 hours into Age of Imprisonment, being on mission 5, and though I overall really like the game so far, I thought that I would go over some super early first thoughts of the game, and share what I like and don't like so far. There will be slight spoilers in this video around things like some combat mechanics, early character roster, a few areas and side quests, and more little stuff like that, but I'm going to be avoiding any major spoilers for the early game plot and bigger stuff, even though any spoilers here you could get past in under 3 hours. Anyway, with all that stuff out of the way, subscribe for more Zelda stuff, and let's get started. Alright, I'm not going to be super organized with this, and I'm pretty much just going to rant about some of my thoughts. Okay, overall, I think that this game is pretty good so far. In terms of visuals, it looks absolutely incredible. Plus, I really enjoy combat games in general, and my love for Age of Calamity specifically is brought back up a lot in this game due to how much stuff is reused from Age of Calamity. You've got the Age of Calamity staples, stamina meters, weak point smashes, combos, and some other returning elements, which I love. The combo system is slightly more fleshed out too, adding an actual visual to where you are in your combo. They also added a lot to the special ability system, where instead of just using runes, they gave all the characters unique abilities that they can use to combat powerful attacks, as well as letting them use Zonai devices, which I think is a cool addition to the combat system as well. There's also duo attacks, where you can team up with a nearby ally to use a unique, powerful attack. I've enjoyed experimenting with this as well and seeing how different pairs of characters interact, so I like this addition too. One thing that I don't like, however, is the lack of character customization. I'm not sure if I'm just not far enough in the game to see this mechanic or if it actually doesn't exist, but so far I haven't been able to alter the appearances or clothes of any characters, and there's no button for it on the menu, which honestly surprises me. You can dress up Link and a couple other characters in Age of Calamity, so why doesn't this also apply to this game for Zelda and the other main cast? I don't know, I was sort of expecting full customization for all of the characters to be honest, and I hope that it comes sooner rather than later in the game if it does exist. I also think that the roster of characters is a bit lacking so far. I'm 4 hours in and I can only play as Rauru, Minoru, and Zelda, which is a bit weird due to the fact that there are plenty of opportunities to add new characters to the selection so far. I do, however, really like the areas of the game so far. Age of Calamity was sort of lacking in fully fleshed out areas, having a lot of dead ground, but this game has a lot more to offer in places like Minoru's workshop and other places like that. I also just finished the level where you get introduced to the Link replacement robot or whatever it is, and I also really enjoyed that. Yeah, I know he's literally just a copy and paste of Link's Age of Calamity moveset, but I really like how Link played in the last game, so I honestly don't mind that. Now talking about the plot while avoiding spoilers, I think that overall it's pretty good, but it does drag in certain places. And there are also just too many cutscenes, especially in the intro. I know that they've got a big story to tell, but I barely played the game for the first half hour of it, which I really don't like. They also called side quests side quests for some reason, which I just find really funny. Lastly, I like the new camp mechanic too. It's basically just a more fleshed out version of pre-fight cooking from Age of Calamity, which is pretty cool. Okay, and that's my little rant. I know it wasn't super organized, but that's kind of what it was supposed to be like. Just some scattered, super early thoughts on the game. If you're playing, let me know what you think of it in the comments, but just try to avoid spoilers for others and myself, please. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm super hyped to play more of this game and make more videos on this game, so those will definitely be coming soon in the future. Anyway, remember, subscribing is free, and as always, thanks for watching.